Hello everybody and welcome to Storming Coasters. Today I'll be ranking my top 15 favorite amusement parks. Now remember, these are all my personal opinions and all I ask is that you respect them. And one more thing, some of these parks were visited when I was a lot younger, so I didn't know what to think of them as well as I do now. Starting at number 15 is EPCOT in Orlando, Florida. I don't really remember this park a whole lot, but there wasn't really anything for me to do because I was only about 8. Second off at number 14 is Beachfront Park in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Beachfront was a nice little park, nothing very special though. They have Kentucky Rumbler, a GCI wooden roller coaster, they had Spinning Out, an SBF Visa spinner, and a Wild Mouse, you guessed it, a Wild Mouse. Most of the staff were kind of boring. And at the end of the day, one of the staff told us that Kentucky Rumbler was open for a few more minutes. We got to the ride in just a few seconds, and the queue was already closed. A couple of staff were pretty friendly, though. Counting down the list to number 13 is Coney Island, Cincinnati. I don't really remember that much about this park, other than Python, their former roller coaster, but they turned their park into a water park, so Python is no longer there. Keeping the list moving at number 12 is SeaWorld Orlando. Okay, before you get mad, I visited this park when I was only 8 years old, so I was not tall enough to ride Mako, Manta, or Kraken, and I hated getting wet on Journey to Atlantis. Number 11 holds Indiana Beach in Monticello, Indiana. Indiana Beach had pretty nice stuff, though the park layout was just a little bit confusing. Last Coaster, Superstition Mountain, was pretty fun, and Cornball Express gave some pretty good floater airtime. Tigger had an intense drop. I got to marathon Cornball Express multiple times in a row, and they have a nice water park. The drop tower is pretty fun too. At number 10 we have Hollywood Studios in Orlando, Florida. Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror were pretty fun, but other than that, I don't really remember it that much. Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida is my number 9. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad were extremely fun, especially since they were some of my stepping stones of roller coasters, but I don't remember a whole lot of it because I was only 8 years old. Kings Island holds the 8th in Mason, Ohio. Kings Island had pretty fast dispatches and some nice staff. I'd say that it's pretty overrated, but it was still fun. At number 7 is Six Flags Over Georgia. Six Flags Over Georgia was a nice park. I liked Superman, I liked Twisted Cyclone, I liked everything there, but there wasn't really anything that stood out to me except for Twisted Cyclone. We ended up waiting an extremely long time for the front row of Superman Ultimate Flight because multiple people kept cutting in front of us. And I know that's not the park's fault, so I'm not mad at the park. Number 6 represents Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay in Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky Kingdom, it depends on the day you go, and you either hate it or you love it. Some days the staff are great, while others, the good staff aren't there. I see plenty of coaster enthusiasts walking around the park every time I visit. None of the staff are rude, they're just not excited. Storm Chaser is my favorite ride here. Anyways, moving on to number 5, we have Disney's Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. It's mainly up here because of Expedition Everest, which was amazing, especially since I was like 8. But it also had some pretty good theming, and by the end of the day, I was extremely worn out. This is my favorite Disney park that I have been to. But getting into number 4, we have King's Dominion in Dawsville, Virginia. King's Dominion was extremely fun, especially Twisted Timbers. Twisted Timbers gave some amazing airtime, and I met a few enthusiasts at the park, and one of them even rode Twisted Timbers with me. I also rode Intimidated 305. That was pretty fun, but Twisted Timbers was my favorite. I actually got a rain ride on Intimidated 305. Some of the staff were also pretty fun, and one of the staff even let me go through the Fastlane Plus. for Twisted Timbers, even though I did not have a Fastlane Plus pass. Number 3 definitely holds the best staff of any amusement park I've been to. Holiday World and Splash and Safari has some great wooden roller coasters and a cool winged roller coaster. The Voyage is definitely my favorite ride at the park, and the staff really hyped the ride up before dispatching, especially on the Voyage. The staff were jumping up and down and high-fiving the guests on the Voyage as they were dispatching and entering the station. Their water park is also pretty fun. I would never ever pass up an opportunity to visit Holiday World. Busch Gardens Williamsburg will be earning the silver medal at number 2. The park is so well themed and most of the staff are pretty great. All the rides are pretty fun except Tempesto. My favorite ride was Invader because of the strong airtime. And Verbolten is an underrated gem at the park. Loch Ness Monster, Griffin, Alpengeist, and Apollo's Chariot were some pretty cool rides. I can't wait to get back to this park, especially to ride the one, the only, Pantheon. Now for the park that would be bringing home the gold. Dollywood is my number 1 favorite theme park that I've been to. The staff are great, the atmosphere is great, and all of my stresses went away. Thunderhead was my favorite ride in the park. I just wish that Lightning Rod was open. It was closed when we went because it was getting turned into a hybrid. Thunderhead gave some great airtime, and Dragon Flyer's drop was surprisingly intense. Blazing Fury was cool, but everything else was kind of overrated. Anyways, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to Storming Coasters, like this video, and share. Please comment your favorite roller coaster you've been on, and have a good day.